Welcome back, welcome back. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. As always, be sure to be subscribed and like this video. And let's see what this market wants to do. Let's see what Bitcoin wants to do. And let's get into it. So looking at the charts, it's very clear to see. Yesterday we did close the daily below the topside Trojanogy band. And that was a bit worrying, but we are still so let me show this to you. So if we bring up the Bollinger Bands like so, you can see on the daily we did close above and then now we actually close below. But technically when price came down here, it did not make this bearish. So we did have a bearish closure which continued price down here, but it did not break this wick. And as long as it did not break this wick, I don't have any reason for it to continue down here. So it's respected this low here and it's making higher lows on the wicks. Now, looking at the 2-day, which will close today, if this ends up closing above the topside Bollinger Band, I do look for continuation, and I think the 3-day will also close today. Yeah, so if we get the 3-day above, I will look for immediate continuation, and the 3 days, so that means in 13 hours we need to close at 46,000 for us to see any continuation. Now, 2-day will lead into 3 days, so it's not a death sentence in itself. But let's go and look at the lower time frames. Looking at the hourly here, we did have these swipe downs, and we've been holding that $44,500 range. As I said yesterday, from about 40,000 to 44,000. I know 40,000 is all the way here, but I was saying I'm looking for this whole area here to be a good support, and you can see it's been holding the price quite nicely. Yesterday when price did come down here, I actually where was it? Yeah, it was on this wick. I actually did take a long up here, and then after that price decided it wanted to take one more swipe. I noticed that because of how the new 1 hour opened, as well as if you notice here, you can see that that 1 hour wick wasn't very good and momentum was continuing down. So I just closed out at a small scalp and I haven't taken any trades as of yet. But we can see we're putting in some nice structure. It looks like we do want to try up. I mean, if we do break on a 4 hour above this current level here and have a nice closure above 45,584, then I do think we do continue up back and fill this range here. And on the downside, if we do close a 1 hour would do it. A 1 hour below 42,000, I do look for us to trade all the way back down to this high at 41,000, but probably before that, a 2 hour would get it at 43,000, and let's see, and of course the 4 hour would get it at 43,000. So a 2 hour, 4 hour closure below here, I do see us trading back down to this area here at 41,000, maybe swipes a bit lower. But that's not happened yet. We see momentum turn down on the 4 hour, so we could see a bit more selling pressure. 3 hour is up, 2 hours should be up, and 1 hour will be up. So, that's telling me, okay, we did have a trend line here, but it has seen to break in it. We had a very steep trend line like so, but we've seen to broken it quite clearly, which is bound to happen. Uh, any other competing trend lines? I mean, you could say that there's some sort of regression here that we've caught. I don't really think it is. I doubt it. I'm not going to call that as one, but we are continuing up here. So maybe we actually do see some upside in the short term, and maybe this was our stop and go point. I'm not going to make any calls because it's very hard to say at the moment, but obviously any closure on a 1 hour above 45,779 and on a 4 hour above 45,580, I do look for continuation to come up and fill the range. We might get some swipes lower, but I don't see it as a death sentence. Looking at Ethereum, Ethereum has been in very, very, very nice structure. We had been in on the daily, you can see we've had very nice high highs and higher lows. I'm still looking for that $2,000 to be hit, and I don't know what that is doing there. Let's look at the lower time frame, see what we see. We did have, we can move this now to here, and we do have some sort of yeah, we have some sort of formation here. This has a top. I mean, you could call, let me look at this properly. Yeah, so we could see an extension, and if I'm taking this accumulation phase with a breakout, if it does line up with 2100, yeah. So, okay, good. So, yeah, I am looking for essentially if we break out of this, so any 4-hour closure above our last high, so above 1813, I do look for some explosive movement up to 2100 and probably 2100, 2200, and probably we get some sort of rejection there. Looking at the fibs, we'll take the wicks because we're on a lower time frame. Should give us the same sort of idea, and it's giving us 2050 on the 618. So maybe short-term pullback there. Uh, let's look at really, really, really low time frame. See what we're looking at in terms of. This is very, very, very nice for. Ah, I didn't notice this trade. This is a very clean trade here, guys. Very clean. You can see we've had this resistance here, closing the 1 hour above it, nice and clean. We have clean traffic, continuation to fill the top of the range here. So I do think we're gonna come up now in the immediate short term to 1700, like 1800 to be honest. This is a very clean trade. It would have been like this, long position, take it from the candle closure, stop loss below here. Ooh, 1% stop, huh? Clean stop. First take profit up here, second take profit. That's your second take profit. What a nice, huh? And that's your trade. 90. Boop. That would have been your trade. Optimal entry. You never want to trade the breakouts up here because that's what most people trade. We are smarter traders. We should trade from the bottom. Ethereum Stoke should be up and at. Yep, the up 2 hour crossing up. 3 hour will just be crossing up, and 4 hours should be about to cross up. And it will cross up above basically where we are at the moment now, so you can pretty much see that we will cross up. Now, yeah, I'm a bit upset I missed that trade, to be honest, guys. Gotta be honest with you. I mean, this is a very clean trade, long-term trade. This, you could hold this all the way till 2000. I mean, look at that 15-hour trade. How much percent is this? 20% trade, guys. I mean, 5x leverage. It's pretty good, pretty good. It's a 100% gain. So, yeah, that's the trade I've missed. By now you'd put stops to break even. But I want to show you something very, very quickly, guys. I want to show you this. Look at, people think that Bitcoin is different and, price action is the best way to learn, right? And I was looking at Bitcoin. Look at the reaction that we had at Bitcoin. We had a closure above this area here with continuation to the next high, right? So we had continuation. So this gave us a bullish trend. Now, if we go to Forex, which I trade, and we look at GJ, GBP, JPY, and you go to the weekly, it looks not on the daily, it's on GBP, JPY. Now, why is it looking like that? Yeah, here on the daily. Look at this. Doesn't this look similar? You saw weekly Bitcoin on the weekly. Same thing with GBP JPY on the daily, right? We had that, and if it does close above this 144.733 773, then I look for more extension. Same with Bitcoin, copy paste. You go to Bitcoin, you go on the Bitcoin on the weekly, same formation, right? So, I mean, the price action is the best way. So, you can understand that in Forex, if we do get a closure above that level, then, in the next week, I'll be looking for longs on that pair. But that's how that works. Looks pretty good on the lower time frames here. Uh, you know, Bitcoin has a similar trade. Unfortunately, on the 1 hour, this is the only thing stopping us. So that kind of sucks. But the 4 hour is very, very clean. You can see any closure in an hour 20 above 45.5. Clean trade up to fill the range. With that being said, remember, guys, take care, trade sharp, and peace.